Okay, hi guys, this is Exo Snapper, and today I have a video that's gonna explain what the what the assault shield actually does. It's kind of like called the Riot shield. It's been called the Riot shield, but its actual name is the assault shield. I just like to call it the Riot shield because that's kind of like related to the Modern Warfare series, and I just love that series. So, enough of the opinions bit. First of all, what body parts can you cover with each stance? So this is the normal stance. This is the more common offensive stance. I don't really advise this stance at all for any situation, because your legs are exposed, and the more upwards you look, the more of you expose. The more down you look, the less you expose. But again, I don't recommend you just keep on looking down, because then you're just gonna wander around blindly. You're gonna look like a weirdo. Like, the people who I'm playing against are noobs, so literally they're not gonna realize that they should shoot my feet, but see that guy actually knew what to do. Quite cool. And it covers about 60% of your body, not including the back, your back. On your back, you're fully exposed. There's nothing to protect you on the back. And yes, that crouch. It's a more common defensive stance. It's trying to hit me on my soles of the feet, and that's very rare that you're actually gonna hit someone there. That's why it's quite a common defensive stance. However, you can like have a speed reduction. Oh yeah. And the Riot shield gives you the same speed as a light machine gun, so you're going to be pretty slow, which is 90% of your normal movement speed. That guy just got me there. Next stance is what I like to call the back shield stance. And what this kind of like is about is, well, it's in its name. You put the shield on your back and you fight like that. This is very good if someone like to sneak up on you, or if you're running away from someone, or if you just want to keep your back covered while you're fighting. Or this is ideal for many situations. Next we have this is kind of like a useless stance, but I suppose some people like using it. It's exactly the crouch stance, just with the shield on your back. And the only thing it's used for is when you're trying to fight and you don't want to be attacked from behind. And there has been some actual rumors about the shield breaking on you, like it did in MW3 and in other games. No, the shield will never on Earth break on you. No matter how much damage it takes, it will never ever break on you. I don't know, that guy's kind of like glitching because I can't knife him. And no, you cannot lay down while you have this in your hand, which is kind of like obvious, but I suppose some people might not know it. Next is kind of like a turtle stance, or I don't know what to call this stance. The back shield stance, and when they're far away from you, it's pretty hard to hit someone. However, when they're pretty close to you, it just looks hilarious and pretty easy to hit them. And I don't really use this stance really, but it's kind of like an extra stance. The last one is when you put your well, not really the last one, but the third from last one, let's say it like that, is when you put your shield down on the ground and use it as cover. And now all you can see is my head, a very nasty head glitch spot. And basically what head glitch is so, because you don't want your character, well, from your point of view, it looks stupid if the bullets won't come out of your screen from your guns, and obviously you have to show your gun because it would kind of like look like that. But for other players, your gun is pretty low down, and then the bullets kind of like come out of your forehead, and that's kind of like being used as glitching. It's a very nasty glitching spot, head glitching spot. It's the reason they're all missing these is because it's not my upper body that's actually exposed. It's actually my head. And I forgot to mention, sometimes when you put the shield down, it takes a lot of damage. It gets repaired. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes. Like I got lucky there 2 times in a row, but it's not always going to work. Like, I'm just going to plant it now. See? Next one is a quite good defensive stance. You can see out of it, and you can cover your back. However, even though no one can attack you from the front, sorry, that was kind of like the bad time. You can't attack them either, and that's kind of like sad, but that's exactly how it's meant to be made. Next one isn't really a stance, but we're just gonna talk about it anyway because it will kind of like, I hope it will improve your skills with this weapon. Basically, when you're running, about 60% of your body from your front is exposed. However, some of your side is also covered because obviously you're moving the shield. I don't recommend trying to repair your shield like that. It would take quite a lot of tries, and then you will usually get killed during that time. And yeah, it didn't work 3 times in a row. Here's some hints with this weapon. First of all, you want to use this as a defensive weapon, not like, oh, I'm going to run up in people's face and smash them like you do with a shotgun. You should play more defensively. Next, always, but always carry a secondary weapon. Many other YouTubers will recommend you to not carry a secondary weapon so that you can save the slots, because the weapon already itself is quite dangerous. I agree with the fact that it's dangerous, but you need some range weaponry. And double tac 45 is a very good combination in my opinion. I'm playing custom game just so that I can actually show you what it looks like with the emblem and tag on it. You can't really see my emblem on there. You can see my emblem on there and my tag, and you can see both there. And also, like, make sure that you're using the right stance for the right situation. Like, sometimes I want to play a little bit more aggressively than I put it on my back and just run around like this. But if you want to play more of a defensive role, then do this or this. Both of these stances are very commonly used as defensive stances. These ones are not really commonly used as defensive stances. And I was shot that guy. Lucky there was no friendly fire. This, in my opinion, is not very good at.
Operation complete. Nice job, squad.
In my opinion, this isn't very. What should I call it? an objective class. So this class isn't really meant for objectives. This class isn't like... Basically, I've seen a lot of people run around and just try to cap objectives with this, which I think that's kind of like a bad idea. Because obviously you want to hold your ground near an objective. And it's going to be pretty tough. So, yeah. That's kind of like it. Thanks for watching this video, and please tell me if you kind of like this series, because on my last video on what the Black Hat and the Engineer do and how they're used together, not many people commented on do they like that kind of series, do they not like it, and all I got is likes, and I can't really figure out if they liked the video itself or the series. So yeah, please comment, because I need to know if I should carry the series on or start a new one, or just stop with this one. I don't know. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.